Your Honor, the government calls Mr. Farr.
Mr. Farr, will you come forward to the witness stand and raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this cause shall be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You may be seated.
Please state your name, sir.
Finis C. Farr.
And how were you employed, at least until recently?
I was the secretary and counsel to Governor Crittenden.
And are you testifying here in this case today pursuant to an agreement with the state of Missouri?
Yes, sir.
And in broad general terms, what's the nature of that agreement?
You want to know the specifics of our agreement?
Quickly.
It's it was to obstruction of government operations.
Okay. And in return for your agreement to plead guilty to obstruction of government operations, what representations, if any, did the government make to you?
That you would sentence me to a Class B misdemeanor.
All right. Now, is Governor Crittenden present in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
Would you please point him out? Your Honor, could the witness, or could the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant?
It will do so.
How did you become acquainted with the governor?
I met him prior to his inauguration as the governor.
Did you participate in his campaign for the governor of Missouri in 1880?
Yes, sir.
And what was the primary theme of Governor Crittenden's campaign?
He was going to get rid of the bad guys.
Okay, those being in particular whom?
The James gang.
And who were his principal political supporters during the campaign? His financial backers?
Well, you could probably infer that it would have been the railroad companies.
Now, once in office, did the governor use the powers of his new position to stop the James gang?
Well, powers could probably be defined however you want them to, but I would suppose perhaps.
Well, did he ask the legislature for any sort of special appropriation to pursue this scourge upon our great state?
Not to my recollection.
Did he call out the militia?
Not to my recollection.
Did he deputize a special posse to chase the James gang to their lairs?
Not to my recollection.
Did he ask even for warrants to be issued for his arrest?
Not to my recollection.
Now, if not to the elected and appointed representatives of the people of the great state of Missouri, to whom did Governor Crittenden turn in order to assist him in dealing with the James group?
The sheriffs.
And who else?
He met with me.
Okay. And how did he decide he was going to go about dealing with the James problem?
He was going to offer a reward.
Okay. And from where was the money for the reward going to come?
I believe that was from the railroad.
Now, did he meet with representatives of the railroads on this matter?
Yes, sir.
And did he meet with these representatives on multiple occasions?
Yes, sir.
Were you present during any of these meetings?
Some.
Did the governor discuss the contents of these meetings with you?
Sure.
Now, how did the railroad companies offer to help?
How did they offer to help in this whole grand scheme?
Yes.
They provided some financial backing, I believe.
Okay, and what did the money men want for their money?
They wanted to eliminate the problem.
How did they express it?
They wanted a solution, or they wanted a permanent solution.
A permanent solution. Is that how they expressed it?
To my best recollection, yes.
Now, based on your participation in these meetings, were the money men who met with Mr. Crittenden satisfied that the James problem could be solved by arrest and trial of Jesse James?
I believe if it would have been a permanent solution, they would have been satisfied.
Did they believe, as far as you could tell from what they said to you in your presence, did they believe that arrest and trial would present a permanent solution?
Well, Object, that's been asked and answered, Judge, and it calls for speculation.
What did they
Sustained.
say? Pardon me, Your Honor. What did they say about how they want this permanent solution achieved?
From my best recollection, it was that they wanted it done in whatever method would make it a permanent solution.
I see. Now, who are the rewards to be offered for?
It was to Jesse and Frank James, to Wood Height, to Dick Little, and to Jim Cummings.
Who was Wood Height, by the way?
He was a cousin of Frank and Jesse James.
Now, did you and the governor make arrangements to publicize the existence of this reward?
Yes, sir.
Did the governor instruct you to arrange for wanted posters?
Yes, sir.
In particular, did the governor instruct you to contact a Sheriff Johnson of Daviess County?
Yes, sir.
And did you do that?
Yes, sir.
On what date did you do it?
I believe that was Monday, July 28th. I'm sorry, I don't have a calendar in front of me, but I think that would be.
Okay, well, how did you make the contact with Sheriff Johnson?
It was through a telegram.
Let me hand you what's been marked as Government's Exhibit 5. Is that the telegram in question?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I move the admission of Government's 5.
No objection, Your Honor.
5 will be admitted.
Now, before you sent this telegram, did you talk with Governor Crittenden about doing so?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what did you say to the governor before you sent the telegram?
He suggested that I send it, and I said I would.
All right. And did you express to the governor at that time any skepticism that a reward would do the job?
I did.
And what did he say?
He said, well, this one will be different.
Did he explain what he meant by that?
Not expressly.
What did he say after this?
After this being,
As soon as he said that this one was going to be different, did you inquire what that meant?
I did.
And what did he say in
He
response?
said that this will contain some magic words.
This will contain some magic words. And what did you say in
I said,
response to that?
What does that mean?
And he said in response,
I think he reiterated the magic words, and then I think I inferred that perhaps he was talking about dead or alive.
okay, well, did you ask him about that?
I believe I did.
And what did he say when you asked him if he meant by magic words dead or alive?
He said that he knew I was a smart man, and I could figure things out.
I see. Now, after you had this conversation, did you in fact send this telegram to Sheriff Johnson?
I did.
Would you read it for the jury, please?
His Excellency meeting with Money Thursday. Assured there is no problem. Proceed with James matter, dead or alive.
Now, what day of the week was this? Do you know?
I believe it was a Monday.
All right, and you might refer again to the calendar for July 1881. On the 25th, you sent this telegram to Sheriff Johnson, correct?
I believe so, yes.
All right. Now, how did you pay for this telegram? Did you go to the telegraph office yourself?
Sir,
How did you pay for it?
with cash
Where'd you get the cash?
from Governor Crittenden.
Now, is that the conventional way for the governor to pay for the sending of telegrams on official business in the state of Missouri?
Well, the governor didn't pay for this one. I paid for it.
Okay. Well, why didn't we? Is there some conventional way for telegrams to be paid for?
Traditionally, yes.
And what is that?
It's for official funds. We have an account that we can charge.
Okay. And you didn't charge this one to the official account, did you?
That I did not.
Why not?